Welcome to Gigs and Gab, the show that asks the question, if you had a chance to go see a live music performance or to stay home and watch one on TV, which one would you do? I'm Mark Buerschaper, and this is my little corner of cyberspace, Gigs and Gab. Actually, I'm normally in the studio, but it's so nice out today I thought I would do an outdoor episode of Gigs and Gab. But before we get into the song and talk about this episode's song, I'd like to mention I'm playing October 14th at the Curb Cafe in Belmont University. Showtime's around 7 o'clock, so if you can make it out there, that would be excellent. On other notes, I believe I mentioned on the blog, I've started working on the next release, which I haven't have a title yet. It is going to be a concept album. I'm very excited about it, and recording has started. But the thing I've thought about is it's kind of interesting, since it's a concept album. Many times in the past, a concept album meant an album, or at least on a CD. But since I'll have a lot of the songs available on iTunes when it comes out, it's really going to be different because you don't have a chronological order to the songs that would really help the concept. But it's going to be a concept release anyhow, so I'm looking forward to doing that. But that won't be probably till early this spring. Until then, I will be still playing songs off of Nashville Byline at concerts in the Nashville area. So, let's talk a little bit about this week's song. It's called Ways to Waste Time. It's off of my first release, No Figment of Imagination. And as a lot of people know on Gigs and Gab, I usually talk about why I wrote the song. I might touch a little bit on open tunings and chord structure, but I feel that there's enough books on that. I really like to talk about what inspired me to write the song, and it seems to help a lot of other songwriters because they often ask me, Mark, I don't know what to write about, should I write this type of song, that type of song, and really the best songs come from experience. And this I wrote from my experience. When I first started playing, I performed at a coffee house called Great Lakes Coffee House in Chicago. It was one of my first regular venues I played at. And I was invited by the owner to do a show for a local photographer that was having a exhibit of all his photographs. So it sounded like a good idea to me, maybe get myself a little exposure and, be a fun afternoon, check out his photographs. It was kind of interesting because I got there, the photographs were up, the owner had a nice little spread of cookies and things like that, try and make it an event, and nobody showed up. So just the photographer, yours truly, and the owner of the coffee house, and I just kind of shot the breeze for a while, and with the both of them, but it was really an uneventful afternoon. And I thought it was such a shame because the photographer did wonderful work, and he had spent a great amount of time getting the show ready, but it just didn't have that many people show up. At the same time, I had gone home that night, and I saw an article that talked about people being on the internet, watching cable TV, and basically becoming a nation of shut-ins because of all the entertainment available to them. And I thought it was a shame, that people don't get out, at least in their community, and support local music, local artists, photographers, mixed media, painters, what have you. And I was just wondering if it's becoming a thing of the past, really. But of course, the same thing was said about movie theaters with the release of home theater systems, but it has not hurt the theater industry, except for maybe the high prices for the popcorn, but that's a totally different story there. But that being said, now that I've mentioned all that, that was the inspiration for this song, Ways to Waste Time. Just kind of thought about that and made a song about it. So it's really when you look for topics to write about songs, it's best to write from, and many writers will say this, personal experience. You'll probably come up with a more interesting song and something, you know, unique, hopefully unique, than many of the formulated songs you hear. Not that there's anything against formulated songs, you know, and when I say formulated, I mean, you know, I'm gonna write a love song, you know, oh, I miss you like the breeze through the trees, blah, 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 you know, your love's like a babbling brook, it soothes me, you know, or you know, any, you know, other songs, hey, I'm gonna go out and get drunk tonight, you know, drink until I drop, and party down, and, you know, of course, that could be personal experience too, but I think if you write about experiences that have happened to you, you come up with something maybe unique. Anyhow, I'll get off the soapbox now, but this song, Ways to Waste Time, I performed it at Cafe Coco. This is about a week ago, and it was Tuesday night. It's good I remember tonight. And anyhow, without further ado, I'm going to go to the video clip, and we'll close out with that clip. And I'd like to say thank you for watching Gigs and Gab, and stay strong. May your coffee be even stronger.
One afternoon, bigger than an audience, be there soon. Stripped away with previous expectations when I played to myself on this occasion. I went to do a show one afternoon. Go and take our ways to waste your time. They might be okay, but all that time you just think with all that you watch MTV roam in your living room. Ready, ready, go, double stage. Stop by Riley, hey, all entertainment will be paid to you too until your habitat reminds you of the zoo. Future is above enough. Tranquility, tranquility, tranquility. Go and check out ways to waste your time. It might be okay, but none of you find. Did you think with all the tune watching MTV home from your living room? Waste your time. It might be okay, but Lord, make your time. You just think all the true watching MTV home in your living room. Future is above enough. Tranquility. With every place to go and nothing to see. In the future won't be in your home. You'll have TV's pieces and not be in our home. Future watching MTV reruns in your living room, watching MTV reruns in your living room. Thank you very much. Let's waste time. Gonna do one of the new ones off the new album, of course. That's why it's a new one.